Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another wish list review. I had a lot of fun doing the last one and you guys recommended that I do perfumes next. So that is what today's video is going to be. I'm going to be reviewing my perfumes wish list, all the things I put on the list over the past year or more even, seeing if I still even want the product and if I can remove it from the list or if I can find a replacement in my collection. So I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already, and let's get into it. So my perfumes wish list is much shorter than my makeup wish list, so I'm hoping that this video goes by a little bit quicker. I only have 7 perfumes right now on my wish list, but I did want to start the video by telling you about a handful of fragrances that I really like so you can kind of get an idea of what my fragrance preferences are. Let's see. So one that I've loved for a very long time is Marc Jacobs Dot. I wore that when I was a lot younger and I still really like it to this day. I feel like it's not too juvenile or young or youthful, and I still really like the fragrance. It's very fresh to me. I also really love Glossier You Fleur, Glossier You, Glossier You Doux. The 3 of those I really enjoy and they smell so nice and they're not too overpowering, and that's something that I've noticed. I really like fragrances that are not too heady, noxious, and sickly, because I feel very sensitive to those things and I can get car sick or motion sick really quickly, or just kind of feel nauseated. So I do like a fragrance that sits closer to the skin and isn't as strong. So definitely fragrances that are skin-like for sure. I also really like SNIF Me. That's really pretty. I do like really sweet scents as well, Baccarat Rouge 540. I think that one smells incredible. It doesn't feel too sweet to me. I feel that one sits on my skin really nicely and just blends into my skin really nicely. I really like YSL Lavalliere or something like that. One of the stronger fragrances I do like is LABO Another 13, but that one's very particular for me. Sometimes I do like it and then sometimes I don't. So it really depends on my mood that day and if I'm feeling more nauseous than any other day or something like that. Those are a few of my favorites so you have an idea of what I like. The first one I have on here is Kuumba Made Persian Garden. I don't know where I got this recommendation, but probably from TikTok, I'm assuming. And this one says it's clean, long lasting, and the notes are jasmine, ylang ylang. Middle notes are amber and lilac. Base notes are sandalwood and musk. I love amber. Oh, I also really like NEMAT amber. That's one of my favorites too. I really like NEMAT sandalwood as well. So I really love a musky, ambery, sandalwoody scent. So this one has all of those in it and I can see myself really liking it. This says calming and alluring with notes of warm florals, ocean air, and light amber, like a blooming garden after a spring rain. That sounds incredible. Persian Garden is one of our lightest scents. So again, I haven't reviewed this in a really long time and I didn't even really know what that one smelled like or what the notes were. So this is tracking with my preferences. I do like light scents. I also like scents that smell like tea. I don't really own any yet, but I would like to eventually in the future. It's also only $29.50 for half an ounce, so that's not bad at all. This is gonna remain on my wish list because that sounds incredible and I still want it. It's a fragrance oil as well. Next on my list is the CEREMONIA Perfume de la Tierra. This one says it provokes the duality between nostalgia and modernity, featuring a scent that blooms of soft woody notes and a delicate hint of bergamot. The notes on this one are top notes are bergamot, pink pepper, basil. Heart notes are jasmine petals, peach, ginger. Base are vetiver, tonka bean, and driftwood. So for this one, I still really do want it. I've never smelled this one before, but I think the packaging is so gorgeous. I loved the marketing for this as well. It just made me want to own it and just smell it. And I do really love a lot of the notes here, like pink pepper, jasmine, peach, vetiver, tonka bean, basil. All of that sounds incredible. But I do think because this might be more of a genderless fragrance, I would have to smell it because I do really love more sweet feminine fragrances and I don't really like the more masculine fragrances unless they're aquatic smelling and salty and beachy, because I feel those can be for any gender. So for this, I do think I'm gonna keep it on my list, but I'm gonna note that I need to smell it first. Obviously I should smell all of them first before I buy them because blind buying fragrance is never a good idea, but this one I will be keeping on my list. But it's kind of I'm not like super pining after anymore, but I do really want to smell it. They also recently came out with a like guava scent, and that one looks gorgeous as well. And I haven't even looked up the notes of that, but the packaging alone is pretty, and I love the smell of guava, so that intrigues me as well. The next fragrance on my list is Thé Noir 29 by LABO, and this says it's an ode to the noble leaf and the craft that surrounds it. Thé Noir combines depth and freshness, softness and strength through permanent oscillation between the light of bergamot, fig, and bay leaves, and the depth of cedarwood, vetiver, and musk. A special extraction of black tea leaves wraps up the composition by bringing to the formula a dry, leafy, hay, tobacco feeling in the dry down to transform this creation into a sensuous and addictive essence. So why I want this one is because I traveled to Ireland with my sister a couple years ago, and we were walking down the street, and there was this woman who was walking in front of us, and she smelled incredible. Like, my sister and I both looked at each other and we were like, wow, she smells so good, we need to ask her what she's wearing. And we were both kind of like too chicken to ask her, and then she crossed the street and then was walking even faster. She obviously had somewhere to go, and I was like, shoot, like, do I scream across the street and ask her? I need to know what she's wearing. And so I do. I like yell across the street. I'm like, hey, you smell amazing. What fragrance is that? And she's like, oh my God, thank you. It's Le Labo Thé Noir. And I'm like immediately writing it in my phone. And of course it's Le Labo, like one of the most expensive fragrances you can buy, at least for me. Like, that's one of the most expensive fragrances I have in my collection. She just smelled so good. Like, it immediately went on my wish list. That was like years ago, so I still definitely want this. I do think I would have to spray this one on my personal skin, because a lot of scents can go really icky on me and just like make me smell sickly, and they just don't smell like what I expect them to, or they don't smell how I want them to. So this one I still want on my wish list for sure. I just have to make sure to put it on my skin first and see how I feel about it. Next we have DEDCOOL Milk, and I've wanted to try a DEDCOOL fragrance for such a long time, and I know people love the fragrance Milk, so this is something I still want to try and is still on my wish list, and it's going to remain there. The description for this one is, smells like you but better. Milk mixes seamlessly with your unique chemistry to create a sensually memorable scent, an all-encompassing softness that you won't be able to get enough of. Notes are top bergamot, middle white musk, bottom amber. So a very simple fragrance. I love a musk and I love an amber, so this one makes sense. I also really like simple fragrances like NEMAT amber. It's just amber and it smells incredible. I love that smell. And so yeah, I definitely still want this one. I would love to smell it. I have a ton of fragrances and I'm really trying to figure out which ones I love and which ones I don't. I have a bad habit of kind of forcing myself to like things just because I own them. And I'm really trying to get away from that and just like getting rid of things that I don't like. It's okay that I don't like them, even though they're like super popular and a ton of people like them. If they're not for me, they're not for me. And that's disingenuous of me, honestly, to be wearing a perfume I don't actually like. So this one, I think I would really like. I also have never smelled this one, but it just sounds incredible. It sounds so like soft and nice and like cozy, in my opinion. Next we have La Papier DIPTYQUE fragrance. I don't even remember what this one smells like. Let me look it up. DIPTYQUE's packaging is so beautiful. This one says, white musks take on the aspect of a second skin. See, I really like second skin type fragrances. A rice steam accord combined with notes of mimosa and blonde wood tonalities. And so the scent notes are white musk, middle, mimosa, base, blonde woods accord. This one, now that I'm reading the description, I can see myself not really liking. I'm not really sure why I put this on my wish list. Also, this is so expensive. I wonder if I saw someone who recommended this and the way they described it made me want it. So this one, I feel like I could remove, but out of curiosity, I do want to still smell it and see what it's like. However, based on the description, I feel like I wouldn't like this. So if you've tried this, let me know. If you've tried any of them and you have a similar scent fragrance, preference to me. I would love to know what your thoughts are on the ones that you have tried compared to like the ones that you really like, if they're similar to the ones that I really like. It would be super helpful. So yeah, let me know if you like that one and what your thoughts are on that one and all the other ones that I've talked about. I just have 2 left to talk about. The next is DEDCOOL Mochi Milk. The second that I heard about this, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. I definitely want this, and it immediately went on my wish list. I actually really want to try a lot of DEDCOOL scents just in general. This one and Milk are the only ones on my wish list right now, but I have noticed that I really want to try a lot of them. I wonder if I should get like a sampler or something, but I really would like to try DEDCOOL scents because I don't know, they just sound really, really nice and like pleasant. But Mochi Milk says it's the sweetest new addition to the milk family. Peach nectar and pillowy marshmallows whipped with sweetened rice milk. Sandalwood, amber, and white musk add depth. Feels like sleeping on a cloud. Smells like sweet nothings. Like, that sounds so amazing to me. The majority of the notes I really, really like, and I haven't ever tried a rice scent, but I would love to. The top notes for this are marshmallow, peach nectar, enveloping incense. Middle are sweet rice milk, vanilla bean, jasmine petals. Bottom is Australian sandalwood, sensual amber, and white musk. So that sounds so good to me. I really like the addition of marshmallow because I love the scent of marshmallow. It's so like creamy and comforting to me and like very inviting. And the fact that it says sweet rice milk is also extra intriguing because I really do love a skin scent, but I also love a very like sweet scent, but that's not too overpowering. So this I definitely still want. This is $30 for a travel size. I really don't need any more perfumes and I shouldn't buy any more, but I really, really, really want to smell this one. And it's going to remain on my wish list. But until I declutter some of my perfumes right now, I like truly will not purchase any new perfumes because that would be criminal of me. Like, I can't do that. That's actually so irresponsible of me to do that. But I really, really, really want that one. And once I get my perfume collection very curated, I cut it down, it's more reasonable, more realistic, more sustainable, then I'll maybe think again if I want any of these fragrances. But I think my top fragrance wants right now are probably DEDCOOL Milk and DEDCOOL Mochi Milk. They just sound so nice and I think I would really, really like them. And lastly, I want the fragrance Gentle Reminder by SNIF. This is a collab with Alex L. And this combination of scents sounds so amazing and like again like warm and cozy but also sweet and not overpowering. The description for this is, as a second fragrance designed by author and mindfulness teacher Alex L, spraying Gentle Reminder will remind you of Alex's affirmation that you are worthy of ease, joy, and love. With purple ube, an earthy sweet yam used in Filipino cooking, Filipino mention, milk froth, black tea, Palo Santo, date sugar, and a hint of lavender, this milk tea inspired fragrance was created to soothe and ground you. Lean into your soft side. Doesn't that sound so nice? So again, the notes are lavender, purple ube, milk froth, black tea, Palo Santo, and date sugar. That sounds so good. I love the smell of black tea, especially English breakfast black tea. I love the smell of that. And the addition of like lavender and ube, so it's like vanilla-y, but then it also has like that floral aspect to it. That sounds so nice. I can see me maybe not liking this because of the date sugar, like maybe it's too sweet, but overall this sounds amazing and I definitely want to try it. And I really like the packaging. It's this really pretty like lavender purple packaging, and this also makes me want to look up Alex L and her writings because what an incredible scent she created. So if you've tried this, I would love to know and what your thoughts are on it. And I'm so into SNIF as well. They've recently sent me a couple fragrances and I really am just so intrigued by the company because they make such unique, fun, interesting fragrances. And yeah, I just feel like their notes are just different and fun and like very lifelike, if that makes sense. So that's going to remain on my wish list. So this wasn't a very successful wish list review. I am keeping all of them there, but I will say that I could remove if I want to, or maybe I'll tier it. Like I'll do 1 through 7, like most ones to least ones. And I think it would go DEDCOOL Milk Mochi. Honestly, the Kuumba made Persian Garden, sounds incredible. So that would go 3. And then it would be Thé Noir, Sniff Gentle Reminder, and then CEREMONIA perfume, and then the Le Papier Diptyque perfume, because I don't even really remember why I like that based on the notes that I read. So that would be the ranking, and if I were to buy any of them, I would buy it in that order, or I would just completely remove like the bottom half of it if I do choose to remove any of them. But I am still very intrigued by all of these things, and I don't really know if I have anything that could replace the ones on these lists, because they are a bit different than what I do already own, even though they are also very similar to what I already own. So whatever, I'm gonna keep them all on my wish list because I want them there, and mayhaps I will want to smell them in the future and I might not like them, and then I can remove them from my wish list. But if you've tried any of them, please let me know what your thoughts are on them, and if you think I should add or remove any fragrances, if you have any recommendations, and yeah, just like what you think about these. I would love to know your thoughts. And that is the end of the list. So I hope you enjoyed. Would love to hear your thoughts on what your wish list is for perfumes and what kind of fragrances you like and what your favorite like fragrance brands are. Would love to hear that as well. If you enjoyed the video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. That would mean so much to me. And I hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!